what they haven't done yet, that they always feel like they're a failure. They always feel like they're behind the eight ball. And so there was actually an exercise I did at a workshop some years ago where I had people just take a few minutes to list all of the things that they had accomplished, and I gave them prompts, anything in your recordings. What have you done with live shows? What have you done with this and that and the other thing? And people ended up with these long lists going, wow, I had totally forgot that I had done all this really cool stuff, and so, yeah, you need to take that stuff into account and pat yourself on the back and, I'm not such a loser after all.
Is this something that came out of one of your workshops? I know we talked about it on the show before, but the got it done list, the done list as opposed to the to-do list.
Yeah, that was one that I did a blog post on it and talked about it. Yeah.
Brilliant. I got to tell you, if you guys aren't doing this will change your life, and it will sometimes get people off your back, because I remember my wife was a little upset with me because I wasn't doing some things like around the house or with the family. And I said, but I'm really busy. And, well, what do you do all day? And I'm like, made some calls, And then, so what I started doing, this is funny. I did it for her to show her I was busy, but then it had an interesting effect on me. Was I started, I opened up a little notepad app on my computer, and every time I did something, whatever it was, called an agent, booked a show, recorded a song, did a podcast with Bob, blah, blah, blah. I wrote all this stuff down, and at the end of the day, when I was done in the office, I would send her that email, said, this is what I got done today. And it's amazing when you see the amount of stuff you do. And you know me, Bob, I do a lot. I mean, I'm like, I
Yes.
don't stop, you know what I mean?
More than most, yes.
And the thing is, I thought I was like a worthless, lazy person to do nothing, and I mean, that's how I felt about myself for a while there. And then I start making these lists of what I got done that day instead of looking at all the things I didn't do. See, that's the problem. You look at your to-do list, and your to-do list is going to have 100 things on it. And if you do 50, you still have a list of 50 things you didn't do. And that's not going to make you feel real good about yourself if you still have, at the end of the day, you've got 50 things on this list that you did not do. But if you look at the list where there's 50 things you did today, it's like, holy crackarolies. How did I do 50 things in a day? You know what I mean? And
crackarolies, I like that.
I just made that up. Is that awesome?
That's a good one. It's like a new Nabisco snack treat.
Yeah, crackarolies. You have cheese crackarolies, potato crackarolies, and our favorite pizza, pepperoni flavored crackarolies.
That's right. But it's our new sponsor, by the way. Brought to you by Crackarolies, the San Francisco treat.
Oh, Bob.
But that's a good point. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. So it is. Yeah, give yourself. So you actually take a little time just to, it's a little self-nurturing, and to give yourself credit for the good stuff that you do in the world and that you have got done. Now, if your got done list is blank too,
that's not good either.
Yeah. Then there's some issues there, but that can be easily remedied through action. Maybe you're taking too much. Maybe you're relaxing too much.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, isn't it all really about balance? Oh my gosh, here comes the Zen thing again.
Oh no.
I mean, isn't it though? I mean, that's really what we're looking for here, because, do you remember that commercial? That they had an anti-drug commercial. It's like, I do cocaine because I have to work so hard, so I can make more money, so that I can buy cocaine, that I can work so hard that I can make more money, so I can buy cocaine. Sometimes that can happen, and I'm not talking about the drug thing, but I mean just the cycle. And that's why I say sometimes you have to break you have to stop your momentum you don't have to stop altogether, but you need to just stop for a minute and reevaluate where you are, what you're doing, and where you're going from here, and why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a rock star. There's nothing wrong with wanting to, write songs, whatever it is. But I really think you need to know why you're doing it. Never lose track of the why. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
I know a lot of people that let me rephrase that. I know of a few people that I can't name that do children's music that have they don't even like kids anymore, but they still do kids music because that's what they do. You know what I mean? And that seems kind of sad to me, maybe they should be doing something else, but they're still doing that because that's what they said they were going to do 20 years ago when they had little kids. Now their kids are grown up and they don't even relate anymore, but they're still doing it and they're not happy. And I'm sure that we could come up with lots of other examples, but that just kind of came because I'm in that field. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
So moving on. So Bob, so what are some of, like 2 or 3 takeaways we have here to maybe help people to, get into the do nothing mindset to prepare them to do something? What do you think?
Yeah, that actually made sense. It didn't sound like it. So basically, it's be very conscious and what do you call it? Have an intent to create your schedule or just to structure your days, and so that rest and short breaks. I'm not talking about taking a half a day off and not and being an excuse to not do I don't want this to be an avoidance prop or crutch or whatever. But if you're somebody who tends to work too much and sort of lose track of the big picture, structure in with your days, whether it's hourly or whatever you work, however you work best, when your energy flows, have those regular breaks in your day, in your weeks. If you've been going balls to the walls, so to speak, to get an album.
Wow. That was an old song by Accept there. That was a cool song, man. Sorry, I've been doing this classic rock thing, so I'm all rocked out right now, man.
That's right. I think that was from their album Crepitoli or whatever that was earlier.
I don't even remember the sponsor, man.
I know.
Crackioli's, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so moving on.
Yeah, so they, I can't remember what I was saying, but schedule a regular break. Oh yeah, if you just finished a big project, it's okay to relax for a day or what have to do. But don't take too much of a break. I mean, your ongoing routine should be one of total immersion, total focus on one specific thing. And also, I've been reading some books by a guy named Eric Maisel. He's like a creativity coach, and he's like, and there's this coaching book where he shows you these emails from these people, all different creative disciplines, writers and musicians and painters and all this stuff, and everybody has all these issues, and his advice that he keeps hammering away in this thing is pick one thing, pick one project, do something on it every day. Because I don't care about the background, I don't care about what your emotional burdens are. Just do the work. Just pick one thing, focus on it, do something with it every day, and just work the rest of your life around that. And so make sure that you're doing that, but as well, focus on it when it's time to do that. Then take a break, take a walk, get out to go to a museum, go to the whatever, and then come back and do more work.
That's right. I remember the best way to eat a giant holy crackioli is one bite at a time.
One bite at a time. Because they can be giant. They make some big ones.
They make some big ones. Yeah, there's the economy size crackiolis and the anyway. Hey, I noticed that you've been featured in a book.
Featured in them? Oh, is that out yet?
Yeah, I think so. I got a notice that you're going to be in it. So what book is that? You're in books all the time. You write them, but you're actually part of a project, right?
This is I'm sorry. You're talking about the Superstars book, not the They Sell Music or whatever.
No, I'll talk about that in a minute. But tell me about your book.
Yeah. So thanks for reminding me. I totally slipped my mind here.
That's why I'm here, Bob.
So about 10 years ago, there was a book that came out called Success Secrets of the Online Marketing Superstars, and I remember picking it up at the bookstore or whatever, and really being impressed and inspired by the information. And it was a multi-author book, and a guy named Mitch Meyerson, who's since become a friend. He's an excellent guitar player, by the way. He compiled that, and here 10 years later, he got a book deal with Entrepreneur Press, I guess the people that put out Entrepreneur Magazine, to do a new version of it for the new for 2015. And I was blessed that I was one of the 23 authors, I think, that submitted chapters. And people who are familiar with the website Copy Blogger, people like Brian Clark and Sonia Simone, I think that's her name, and some kind of heavy hitters in the online marketing world are also featured in the book. And so it was an honor. It is an honor to be among them. And that just came out.
So yeah, and so that's out now. So if people want to get that, can they find that on your website, or where? Do you go for that?
I think I might have plugged it, but it's on Amazon. Yeah, Success Secrets of the Online Marketing Superstars. Make sure it's the 2015, the newest version. But that's a great book. And I've also, since over the last month, I've also released a new ebook called The 5-Minute Music Marketer, and I'm also lucky or it's nice to say that it's been sitting in the #1 spot in the music business books category quite often. It kind of bounces around from 1 to 5, and it's up and down throughout. But it's been a bestseller in the music business category on Amazon, so that's very cool.
Yeah, and I'm being featured in a book that's scheduled to be released in April. It's called How They Sell Music. They're going to start taking pre-orders at howtheysellmusic.com. Next month, actually, the pre-orders start, and it features 12 different indie artists. And it's funny, I'm looking at their website here, and they've given us all a what do you call it? Like a name, like who we are in the book, and then the the different people they have the lover, the marketer, the brand, the CEO, the engineer, the innovator. The eye catchers, the team, the road dog, the determined, the creator, and Mr. Billy is you ready for this?
Okay, I'm braced, yes.
And tell me if this isn't true. The DIY.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like your superhero name or something. That's awesome. I submitted a forward or a preface or whatever to that. Until it comes out, I assume they're going to use it, but you never know, but I hope they do.
Yeah.
But I hope we'll both be in that book. That'll be cool. Congratulations! Is it your first time submitting a chapter to a book?
Yeah. See, I can write if I really need to. I really did write it. I actually typed it with my little fingers and everything.
Wow.
Well, anyway, Bob, this was a great talk. Considering we had absolutely no idea what to talk about before we pressed record, so this was good. This
was a good one. Yeah, I think so.
All right, and. So anyway, thanks so much for joining in. There should be a MMM chat later today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitter. So if you go to Twitter and look for hashtag MMM chat, we'll be talking about this very topic and find out what you do to clear your mind and do absolutely nothing in the quest to do everything. So it should be pretty cool. Anything else to add, Bob?
No, but it occurs to me when I was in Naples, Florida, I had the good fortune of seeing Jerry Seinfeld live.
That's right. I forgot about that. How
was that? Flipping awesome. Yeah, he was hilarious. And of course, his show is known as being a show about nothing.
Yeah.
And this was an episode about nothing, but we made it something.
That's right. Yeah, our episode was about nothing. That's beautiful. Great segue. Well, I guess it's time to go back to the nothing now and
yes, back to the
do
void.
something. All right. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Go out there and don't do anything today, and make sure you do it all.
That's right. Just chill and then work and then chill again.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Rinse, repeat. Okay.
Exactly. All right, folks. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Eat your crackliolis.
I love those things.
Are you still there? Excellent! Now would be a good time to visit hostbaby.com for your free 30-day trial. Of course.